Alright guys, so in this video I want to quickly go over the late April 2023 PVE tier list, which is going to include World Exploration as well as something like Cookie Alliance after the update of Kouign-Amann's release, as well as Madeleine and Latte Cookie's Magic Candy. So I just wanted to quickly let you guys know which one to invest in, which are going to be the best for you guys in majority of the cases, and some of the situational cookies that you guys need to watch out for as well, so that you guys invest in the right cookies. But once again guys, keep in mind that these tier lists are going to be based on my experience as well as my opinion, so some of them might be different than what you guys think, but just keep in mind PvE, especially World Exploration, you guys can literally play it the way you guys want it to, especially with a lot of the nerfs. So you don't necessarily need to follow the tier list, but this is just for your general guideline if you guys would like to do so. So let's get started with the not recommended. The reason why I put this instead of don't use is because in this game mode, especially World Exploration, you guys can use a lot of these cookies and still make it work out, but I still don't recommend some of these. All right, it's gonna be raspberry as well as fig. We have snow sugar, lilac, pastry, tails, as well as sonic. All right, but they're you know, these guys are not that great. You guys can use them, they still work in some of the cases, but it's just not going to be recommended to use your resources, as well as chili pepper. All right, so these guys are going to still stay as the not recommended. Just save your resources and not waste it onto these cookies you probably won't use in the future until a huge update comes out and, you know, their magic candy is revealed. All right, and then B tier is going to include our red velvet, tea light, moon rabbit, mint choco, we got candy diver, as well as tiger lily. So these cookies are, you know, decent. They're pretty good when you guys actually need them, but in most cases right now they're probably not going to be used, especially tiger lily was used for the dark cacao boss, but now she's really not needed anymore. You know, someone like moon rabbit was really good. Tea night, it's not recommended just because you can't use his ability or half of his ability without cookies being killed or dying in battle, so probably not going to be the best idea. And yeah, there's just decent cookies to use. And the next one is going to be A tier. It's going to be milk cookie with the magic candy. We got kumio, strawberry crepe, we got cocoa, we got caramel arrow, black raisin, as well as blueberry pie, cherry blossom, mango, we got affogato, twizzly, as well as prophet. So these cookies are pretty good, especially someone like you know, caramel arrow, as well as black raisin, mango, twizzly. They're still decent. Cherry blossom as well. Blueberry pie is you know, a little bit lacking just because of her you know, ability having to have that 7 stacks in order to actually shoot out the laser, which doesn't really work too well inside of the World Exploration. And then rest of the tanks, they're very situational. Even milk cookie, again, just the taunt and you know, just the damage is just not that great. All right. And now moving on to the situational cookies. So it used to be something like boss killers as well as healers, but I just kind of combined it together to make it a little bit easier for you guys. And the first section of the situational cookies is going to be the healers, and it is going to include someone like you know, herb, as well as cream unicorn. We got carol, parfait, pomegranate, as well as sparkling. So these cookies are going to be your, you know, secondary healer or your healer replacements in case you don't have someone like pure vanilla, cotton, as well as someone like, you know, BTS. For some of the cases, like, you know, parfait is a great BTS replacement. Herb, cream unicorn, carol are decent pure vanilla replacements. You know, pomegranate is a decent, like, you know, I'll say cotton or any of the other healers replacement. Pomegranate is a little bit special just because she increases the overall attack of the cookies. But and then you know, sparkling, decent, very decent. It's used in some situations, but not gonna be that great. All right, and then we got almond. Almond is very situational, I'll say, especially for any of the stages where you need to do quote-unquote one shot. You're gonna be able to use almond and link them together, deal the burst damage, and get rid of the enemies in one shot, but very situational. I would say pumpkin pie is also very situational nowadays because you only really need to use pumpkin pie for stages where there's a massive amount of healing, especially if you don't have someone like sherbet, you don't have someone like, you know, black pearl or anything like that. You have to use pumpkin pie to get that 17% healing reduction, aka something like, you know, master mode 1-7 against the golden worms. And then we got rye, as well as you know, dark choco. We got poison mushroom. We got Sorbet, as well as Vampire. These guys are more of the boss killers. I put Rye here too, because Rye is not really used throughout the world exploration unless it is going to be comboed with someone like Almond, or if it's against a boss that you really need to do a lot of multiple hits on, something like 15-17, 15-30, and things like that. All right, so just keep that in mind. These cookies are more going to be situational right now, I would have to say, rather than being used everywhere throughout the world exploration. Now moving on to the first to invest. All right, so first to invest, it's not first to get, I would say first to invest. These cookies are not necessarily, again, going to be on top of the SS tier, guys. These cookies are able to be attained through events like the Might of the Ancient, which is a free ancient cookie that you're able to get out of the 3, or you're able to purchase them through the mileage shop. That's the reason why I say first to invest, first to get, and things like that, because they're able to be earned without having to be lucky on the gacha to actually pull them. All right, so it's going to include, of course, we got Pure Vanilla, Hollowberry, as well as Milky Way, Wildberry, Brute, Eclair, Captain Caviar, as well as Cotton. So all of these, again, obtainable through event, and rest of the epics are able to be earned through the mileage shop right now. Just buy their soulstone. Of course, I don't recommend you guys to use all your mileage points to promote them, but just get them up, unlock them, and then use the rest of them on your treasure tickets. But these guys are all going to be really, really great. All of them are going to be used throughout all the world exploration, can be used throughout all the world exploration, and they have all their usage as well within the arena, Guild Boss Battle, Cookie Alliance as well, especially someone like Pure Vanilla, Hollowberry, Brood, Wildberry, Eclair, used throughout the Guild Boss Battle, Captain Caviar One-Shot Comp, Guild Boss Battle, Cotton throughout Cookie Alliance, Guild Boss Battle, as well as the World Exploration, and Milky Way, same thing for everything as well. All right, so pretty much these guys are, again, the ones that you should, invest your, EXP Star Jellies, Skill Powders too, and especially easy to get because they are purchasable through the mileage shop. All right, now next one is going to be SS tier. These are pretty much like the best cookies that you guys can have. You can make a lot of different comps with these cookies, but includes, of course, Moonlight as well as Stardust. We still got Sherbet and Frost Queen. The Frost combo is still really, really good. We got Black Pearl as well as our Sea Fairy. And then we got our Squid Ink with the Magic Candy. We got Space Donut, really, really good right now throughout the entire game. Probably one of the best epic tanks that we have gotten. We got Dark Cacao, Cream Puff with the Magic Candy, Prune Juice, Pinecone, Great Stunner, as well as BTS. All right, so these cookies are going to be great throughout the entire world exploration, as well as some of the Cookie Alliance, especially someone like Cream Puff as well as Space Donut. And the rest of them, these guys are all the great damage dealers. Prune Juice is really, really good just in the world exploration, especially because of the fact that the poison is stackable. And also because the prune jellies are going to be a hit shield HP rather than just plain HP, which means that they're pretty much never going to die, all right, unless their time runs out. So that's the reason why Prune Juice is really, really good. Now, moving on to the S tier, it's going to include our Capsaicin, as well as Molotov with the Magic Candy, Purple Yam with the Magic Candy. I'm putting Madeleine with the Magic Candy, as well as Kouign-Amann in the S tier, as well as our Crunchy Chip. We got our Financier. We got Werewolf with the Magic Candy, Espresso with the Magic Candy. We are putting Latte with the Magic Candy, also in S tier. We got Licorice with the Magic Candy, as well as our Oyster. We got Macaron, as well as Clotted Cream. So these cookies are going to be really, really good. They're used throughout the world exploration and also through the Cookie Alliance. A lot of these cookies are really, really good. You guys have probably seen me beat Cookie Alliance with the attack speed comp. You have seen me do it with the Capsaicin Molotov combo. Purple Yam is also a really, really great tank with the self-sustain. And the rest of them, they're really decent. They're really good compared to all the ones on the bottom right now. Great AoE damage dealer from Espresso Latte. Licorice is great with the poison as well as defense reduction, defense gain, as well as, the ability to summon Licorice servants who are going to be immune to knockbacks. That's really, really good. That's really important in some of the cases. Oyster and Macaron, they're really great, crit boosters, crit damage boosters. And then the rest of them, they have been used throughout the world exploration. Clotted Cream, still decent, still does damage. Not as much as, what it used to look like, but still very good. Deals a lot of tick damage. So great against any of the, bosses who need to actually be hit multiple times as well. But that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for the PVE tier list here, guys. So this is of course going to be based on my opinion as well as my experience, and I hope you guys invest in the right cookies, because EXP Star Jellies, Scale Potters are going to be very scarce in some parts of the game, especially if you guys are just starting out. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave any question down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.